though.
We're down to like the last week here, and apparently you can't leave your tires when you move. So we've got the old drag truck hooked up here. Brian says he's got her cinched real nice. Like we're gonna do a 4-low launch and just see how she pans out. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna get safe distance. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, give her the fucking berries. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Brian was in such shock when the tire just went airborne. She landed somewhere. Oh, right there.
This is a solid 30 feet.
Every bit of 30 feet. If you're wondering, yes, we did get all the tires out of the ground one by one. We didn't break a single toe strap. So we also got all the Fairmont stuff to the scrapyard. 1,400 pounds is what the drivetrain weighed. That was the factory 4-speed, the 2.3, and the factory 7.5, I think. But it was like 1,400 pounds, and with today's scrap market, that was enough to buy us some Chick-fil-A on the way home. So all in all, not a bad day. So I'm just out here tonight wrapping up some wiring stuff on Matt's car, some odds and ends. I built a relay board for it. It's definitely nothing fancy, but it should do the trick. A little time allowing, I might take the corners off of it, shape it up a little bit, paint it black, make it look a little better. But I just want to do like a quick rundown on how this thing works and why you should probably have it. So all it really is just some Amazon relays. They come in like a 5-pack for 25 bucks. Power strip, and then just a generic, like a pass-through fuse block. So if you've never done this before, it's pretty straightforward. You've got constant power, which are the red ones. You've got a signal to turn on the relay, which is the white ones. You've got an output, which is the blue. So once the relay's on, the power's gonna come out, travel to the fuse block, and then you've got your ground. So I have all the grounds tucked through the back, and then they come out the top here on like an 8-gauge cable. And then same for the powers, they're all combined here, and then they're both combined into two single 8s, into two 10s, and then into an 8 up top here, and they run to battery power. So previously when I would do this, I didn't have this fuse block back here. Now I'm gonna give you a fair warning as to why I should have the fuse block. So when I first started doing this, and again, not a professional, but I enjoy doing some wiring and doing it for my friends and whatnot. So one of the first like complete cars I did was Johnny B's, and it was the first event out with it. And what happened is the fuel pump shit the bed because it had 85 sitting in it for so many years, it was full of corrosion, and it burned up the pump. Well, it started burning up the wire back to the supply, back to the relay, and I didn't have a fuse there to stop it, so it was a bad deal. It hit the relay, burned up the relay, and it just kept fucking going. Like, it was going straight to the front of the car on fire. So luckily we got it out. I took a little bit of harassment for that, and I actually argued that point for years that Magnafuel didn't say I needed a fuse back there, but just goes to show, just because instructions don't talk about it don't mean you don't need it. So it is a super redundant circuit because we've got this exact same setup in the front of the car coming off the relay board. So what happens is the relay board lights the relay up front, passes through the fuse, and then it comes back here and it does the exact same thing again. It comes in here, lights this relay, out the fuse. So it's pretty redundant, but I think it's better to be safe than sorry with something like this. So just to give it like a quick test before it goes in the car, because I don't want to go through all the heartache of installing it and then find it doesn't work. I've got battery power here, and I've just got test light hooked to ground. So in theory, when it gets power here, you can already hear the relay clicking. It should have power coming out here. You see light come on, so we know they work. And then just run down all of them. Make sure they all work. So that's that. Now we'll throw it in the car and we can wrap up wiring this thing. Well, there we go. Chunk's about wrapped up. All the new wires pulled, tucked nice and tight behind the factory panel, so nobody can ever see it again. But that's okay. I think we're missing one thing though. Much better. Now everybody knows who's responsible for this disaster. All right, I think that's enough of me talking about shit that I don't know anything about. Let's go on a road trip here. Dumb made her out alive. Nobody harmed. Got out of the back 40. Got my little wrap-up kit here so it doesn't get all dirty on the way home. Brian thinks I'm an idiot because I want to wrap this up. Wife was so kind as to pack me the correct supplies. She said, "Dear, if you're gonna recklessly waste our money, at least take care of it on the way home." Bags, saran wrap, all the things. Oh, there she is. I don't even know how to use it. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there. They provide a little direction. Just traveled up to the northern hemisphere here to get it. I honestly don't know where we are exactly. Somewhere on the Grand Old Lake Superior here. But yeah, you know, it's got the thing. Basically what happened is Brian accused me of not being able to run an angle grinder. So I said, well, if I can't run an angle grinder, I'll just buy a robot to do it for me. So we're going to affectionately name this Rick the Robot. First employee at No Name Race Cars.
I feel better. Do you?
Yeah, I feel a lot better about it.
Do you have 300 yards of that? Just in case.
I have whatever the wife gave me out of the kitchen. I didn't really think it through.
Looking good.
How exactly this is going to work. Like that.
Yeah, just keep the real hard debris off her. Shiny bits.
Well, I want it to be shiny when I get home still.
Some might say you're starting a shop of sorts here.
Nope. Just for my own personal enjoyment.
Imagine how many cutoff wheels you could buy.
It's like I just explained to the people. I bought it because I'm in case I run the angle grinder.
I thought this was a dent. I almost shit my britches. It's just a folded seam.
Well, we did buy a plasma cable out of a barn with no power in the middle of exactly nowhere. So it won't surprise me.
It was about 13 miles north of the middle of nowhere.
Goddamn saran wrap job just didn't quite get the job done. Just wasn't quite speed rated for 80. That's okay. Nice little computer there's nice and wrapped still. So that's about the gist of it. I bought a tool that I have no idea how to use. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there, so we're not gonna bother setting it up here because we're here for like 5 more days and then we're out of here. There's a whole bunch of stuff to clean out. Matt's coming to get his car. We gotta move Brian's car out of here. So I'm thinking in the next 2 weeks we should be able to have a video together of actually using this thing. So stand by.